But Cowan, who couldn't finish, behind the back again for Clark, give her another assist. And it
paint 16-4. This is incredible.
It's the 19th assist for Caitlin.
This is incredible.
You heard that right. 19 assists in one game. This night was special, as Caitlin Clark broke the WNBA assist record in one game. But after watching this game, you will see it should have been more.
Through the lane, goes behind the back to Boston, who couldn't hit.
However, right from the start, Boston did hit, knocking down the first shot and giving Caitlin Clark her first assist of the night.
Against Minnesota and a career-high 16 rebounds. Turnabout is fair.
And she had to remind everyone she can do it herself too.
Acceleration and the finish at the rim.
Clark goes behind her back to get...
However, Caitlin showcased her precision again to Boston for an easy finish.
Baseline, nice move by Boston.
It was starting to look like the Caitlin-Boston duo was going to be the theme of the night, but when Nalissa Smith checked in, she seamlessly took over Boston's role.
Look there, Christy Sides, like Coach Trammell in her second year, and there's...
But it was only for one play, as Smith missed two other wide-open opportunities that could have easily added to Clark's assist tally. So she switched gears and decided to take matters into her own hands again.
And I was like, what do they feed the players in Texas? Well, what are they feeding Caitlin?
They weren't feeding her, but Caitlin was still feeding her team, starting the second quarter with yet another pinpoint dime.
Last game before the Olympics.
Yet, even wide-open layups seemed like too much to ask at times, as her teammates struggled to capitalize on the opportunities she created. This frustration seemed to ignite something in Caitlin Clark. She triggered a scoring run of her own, starting with a tough layup through contact. Then, she found her rhythm from deep, draining a smooth three-pointer. But she wasn't done. On the very next possessions, she attacked the paint for back-to-back layups, capping the run with an and-one finish that sent the crowd into a frenzy.
Right now, because they're up.
Clark turned the corner.
But then again, here comes the Fever using...
Even her impressive scoring run, the Fever still found themselves trailing by 11 points. But thankfully, her teammates started to step up.
Boston from long range.
With Boston back on the floor, Caitlin had someone she could rely on again, and it showed immediately.
Herself, great pass.
The chemistry between the two reignited the Fever's offense, but when Caitlin had the entire defense spinning with a slick behind-the-back pass, Boston couldn't capitalize.
The lane goes behind the back to Boston.
Even Boston knew that one should have been a bucket. But as the teams came out for the second half, Caitlin showed she was ready to push the pace and make the game hers. And this time, her teammates were finally ready to follow her lead.
Clark, and now Samuelson's...
First, it was Samuelson. Then, Smith was back, finishing a perfectly placed dime in the paint. And right after, it was Boston again. The dominoes started rolling. Caitlin sent a bullet pass to Mitchell for a smooth layup, followed by another pinpoint feed to Smith. Everybody on the Fever seemed to find their groove, and Caitlin didn't miss out on the fun either.
We'll hear all of these Fever players talk about the flow that they're developing.
The third quarter was a statement piece, proving Caitlin Clark is far more than just a scorer. She showcased her full arsenal, threading passes through impossible gaps, keeping the defense on their heels. But to win this game, even Caitlin's brilliance wasn't enough just yet. The Fever were still down by 3 heading into the final quarter. They had 12 minutes to turn things around, and Caitlin knew she couldn't do it alone. But Caitlin had a plan. She came out in the fourth quarter, attacking the basket aggressively. So on the next play, the defenders were drawn to double to stop her from driving, what left the big wide open. Simple but effective. On the very next play, with no double team in sight, Caitlin took full advantage.
To McCowan, and now it's 10. Caitlin bottled up, but it doesn't matter.
If they didn't double her, she punished them. If they did, she made them pay with a dime. It was a masterclass in reading the game and making the right decision every time. And as you'd expect on a record-breaking night, the Wings had decided it was better to leave her teammates open than let Caitlin take over herself. But that was a gamble she was more than ready to exploit.
Isn't the only rookie in the building trying to make her presence felt?
Oh boy. Perfect.
At that moment, it's safe to say Caitlin Clark wasn't even focused on breaking the assist record. She was locked in on executing her plan, keeping the Fever toe-to-toe with the Wings. Her vision, decision-making, and leadership kept the offense humming. That selflessness brought her assist tally to an astonishing 18, and with just 3 minutes left, Kelsey Mitchell nailing the jumper to give Caitlin her record-breaking 19th.
Caitlin decided not to shoot. Mitchell will. Hits the three.
Oh my
We're tied again.
This is incredible.
It was a historic moment, no doubt, but unfortunately for the Fever, even Caitlin Clark's brilliance wasn't enough to secure the win. Despite her record-breaking performance, the team fell short in a hard-fought battle. Still, it showcased her dominance and court vision like no other. And let's be real, if her teammates had capitalized on even half of the missed opportunities, that assist record could have been a lot higher. This game was just another reminder that Caitlin Clark is a generational talent rewriting the WNBA record books one game at a time.